Well, welcome back, everyone. I know it's not Monday, but Monday was a holiday. Hope you're all out exercising and staying healthy, right?
Eating well at your barbecues.
Eating well at your barbecues.
Is that
Boy, there's an
possible?
oxymoron if I've ever heard one. Yeah, we know it's Wednesday, but Dr. Paul is here for our weekly look at health. Before we get started, you like the lilacs there?
They have a wonderful aroma.
Aroma, yeah. As
They smell
opposed
good.
to
Well, what's the other? Stench.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
No, they smell
they smell great,
delicious.
don't they?
Yeah, they do. They smell good. Good
Oh,
choice.
boy, we have a great topic that we know we can't even get into one session, and we're going to do 2 or 3. How many sessions we have to do, depending on what you want to learn from us, or learn from Dr. Paul, is weight loss strategies. You know, it's a time of year when everybody realizes it's bathing suit season and stuff, but just overall, the whole idea of having a solid weight management, right, is important.
Yeah, that's a good term. Weight management. And I think that's an important distinction. Like you said, I mean, people want to fit into their summer clothes,
Right.
Because that's a way to feel good about yourself. I mean, so much of how we feel good about ourselves is reflected in how we look.
Right.
And it's all about, in some cases, weight loss, but I'm hoping by the end of our couple of segments we do on this topic, people learn to understand it's more about their body composition.
Right.
So it's
Boy,
not
is
so
that
much
ever
about weight
important.
loss, but body composition, because that will allow you to maybe perhaps not gain any weight or not lose any weight and maybe even put on some weight, but as long as it's the right type of weight, you'll fit into those clothes better.
Good. All right. So again, the title of our sessions, these segments are going to be weight loss strategies,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Okay. When we sort of get into that, give me examples. What options do we have when it comes to this?
Yeah.
These strategies.
So
Eating less.
Right. So what we're really talking about is what we call the energy balance equation. Another word for it is the calorie balance equation. And when a person wants to induce a state of weight loss, they want to enter into a negative energy balance or a negative calorie balance state. So they want to do one of two things. They want to either decrease their food intake, so eat less, or they want to increase their energy expenditure, exercise more.
Now, you know, Paul, that sounds like a contradiction to me. When you say negative energy balance, it sounds to me using less energy, which then would mean to me the chances of losing weight are less. But then you switch it and you said negative calorie balance.
Calorie balance.
But you say they're interchangeable. How is that?
Right. The way that they're interchangeable is calories are really energy inside of our body.
Okay.
And energy inside of our body is that universal energy source, what we call ATP. So to simplify it, we usually refer to calories that we are either eating or expending as energy. But you're right, I think that's an important point, that, and we have to be careful that we don't put people into such a negative calorie balance that they don't have that energy that we all are striving for to be able to move and live a really healthy, active lifestyle.
All right, so we're talking about negative energy balance.
Or negative calorie
balance.
Yep.
Striking that balance falls into a couple of categories, I think you said.
Right, it
Which
does.
is eating less.
Eating
is
less.
one of them. What's the other one?
Eating less or exercising more.
Right,
Or
okay.
a combination of both is ideal. So we really want to do a combination of both of those, because then you can still enjoy food and eating, but you just need to increase your calories a little bit more.
All right, you know what? I want to get this down to real life. There's a person we know, wink, that has yogurt for breakfast, salad for lunch, fish for dinner, put on 8 pounds.
Yeah.
What's with the yogurt? What's with the salad? I
So-
thought that was it. I thought that was the ultimate goal there.
And
right?
most people watching this right now would probably assume that would be the case. So two main things.
Okay.
First and foremost is you're not eating enough calories. So you are in not just a negative calorie balance, you're in a negative energy state balance. So you don't have the energy to be able to go out and exercise and to be active as you do. Do you? I mean, do you feel like you have that energy really?
No, as a matter of
No.
fact, it's a real side effect of this that, you know, you set out certain chores over the weekend you want to get done.
Absolutely.
I'm used to
Got your
banging
to-do
those
list,
off in
honey-do
one
list.
day. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's taken 2 days. So I'm slowed down.
Right.
Don't have quite the energy I do. Yet I'm thinking to myself, okay, eat that yogurt, you're going to lose weight.
Right, so let's examine the next part. So one is
Right.
you're just simply, I don't think, eating enough food. Second, and more importantly, is the types of foods you're eating are not appropriate. So everyone would think, yes, by first glance, a yogurt would be a good choice. Well, yogurt is primarily carbohydrate. And so that's providing you energy, but it's still not providing you the proper energy, calories I'll refer to let you burn more calories. And you need to eat more protein. So everyone thinks yogurt is primarily a protein source. It's not. It's a carbohydrate. And in fact, I would assume the yogurt you're eating is maybe a fruit-flavored yogurt?
Sure. It's
All
one
right.
of the national brand, just fruit yogurts.
Right. So that's a lot of sugar, and that's a lot of carbohydrate.
Wow.
So that's actually going to contribute to fat storage. And the fat storage it's going to contribute to is primarily around your midsection. So
You're
I don't know if
telling
you
me?
noticed. Okay. So this is all falling into place.
So to speak.
That's good. So one is you're eating too few calories, which is a very common at Nourishing Science. We hear this all the time from clients that they say, boy, I've cut out so many calories, but I can't understand how I'm still gaining weight.
Right.
Well, we say that right off the bat. Don't cut out that many calories.
Okay.
And then they say, well, I'm eating all of this, carbohydrate, vegetables and fruits and this and that. And I say, well, that's the next problem. Those are good. You want to maintain an intake of vegetables and fruit. And in your case with the yogurt, I want you to choose a plain Greek yogurt and add nuts and then either a little bit of fresh fruit or even a little teaspoon of honey.
Right, gotcha.
And that'll be your
And that
now
really
start.
makes a difference?
Huge. Make all the difference in the world.
All right, let's move to that salad at
That
lunch.
salad at lunch. So that salad at lunch has to have some healthy serving of protein. And it can be a fresh fish if you want, or it can be a nice hearty serving of beans. Can I say it or should I?
Go, you want to hit? You're going to hit the L word, aren't you?
I am.
All right, go ahead.
The legumes.
Yeah,
You need to have the
legumes.
black beans and the chickpeas. You need to have that coming in at lunchtime.
Salad dressing, balsamic vinaigrette. Is it okay?
Perfect. Absolutely.
It is okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Olive
fine.
oil and vinaigrette is great.
And then one other point that Paul made before we went on air: you eat dinner, but you eat a lighter dinner because when you're in a sleeping mode, you're less active, obviously burning fewer calories.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Wow.
People often
You
think
know
you
too
wanna,
much. You're too smart. You
Well,
realize
people often think that you want to start to diminish your calories later on in the day. Well, the challenge with that, and I would even consider it a problem for people that want to lose some weight in a healthy way, is you're going to put your body in such a hibernating state that if you start to diminish your calories as the day goes on so much, you're going to have all of that extra time now added on to your slumber, your sleep, where your metabolism has a greater opportunity to start to drop.
Got it. Okay.
And lower.
Got
And that means you're going to have more opportunity to store, like a bear in hibernation season, store that weight on your body. So we tell people all the time that later on at night, it's not about overeating, it's about eating the right types of foods. And
Right.
in that case, it would be something like another healthy serving of protein.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you one thing that happens at a high energy level. The pace of these segments we do, the time flies. Really, so much information.
We
Thank
got a
you.
lot, yeah.
Hey, a couple of things. We're going to get into the strategy, lifestyle, I think, and you said pharmaceuticals.
And pharmaceuticals.
Big topic.
Yeah.
By the way, we're launching a new website as well. Make it easier for you to interact with Dr. Paul. Please shoot us your questions. Tell us what it's like in your world and what kinds of things that you're facing. So thank you, and I'll see you next week for part 2, at least part 2.
All right, you got your breakfast strategy between now
Oh, I
and
sure
then.
do.
All right.
You got that right. See this interview again, or if you have a question for Dr. Paul, please head to our website, looktvonline.com. Now here's a look at events happening in your neighborhood.